2,300 years ago, Chinese people placed a piece of natural magnet on a smooth plate under the power of magnetism. The first compass was born to our dearest world. 2,300 years later, those ancient Chinese would never know that their invention has introduced the great concept of magnetism, making their lives colorful, convenient, and full of magical technology.
In short, magnetism is a non-contact force that occurred physically, which is controlled by or associated with magnetic fields that occur from the motion of electric charges. The invention of the maglev train brilliantly demonstrated this concept in its own principle.
With the rapid growing of our society, people started to not only concern about whether they have enough food to eat and warm clothes to wear, but also attempt to improve their overall life quality. Therefore, since they used to spend a lot of time in traveling from place to place, a new form of transportation is desired in order to increase the efficiency of people and make their life easier and more convenient. For the above cause, the maglev train was born to people and the world. Maglev train is not a new advanced technology. The first concept was introduced in 1902, proposed by the well-known American rocket scientist Robert Goddard, whose paper in 1904 briefly indicated the way magnets can be used to lift up the train above the track, which requires a non-contact force from the magnet and hence remove the friction from the track and increase the speed of the train. However, due to the economic and the limitation of technology at the time, the maglev train technology did not predominate the world transportation but was dormant, lying quietly through the two world wars. When the time has seen the sincerity of the maglev train, the greater concerns arose people's desires to develop magnetic levitation technology, especially in the UK, US, Japan, and Germany.
Late until the 1940s, an electrical engineer from the UK, Eric Leslie, developed the first completed full-size model for a machine called the linear induction motor. He took efforts being professional in the heavy electrical engineering successfully, and keeps studying the development of linear motor, which do not require physical contact with the tracks or between the guideways and the vehicles. At the year 1984, the first maglev train that used in commercial way was gave birth officially near Birmingham, England, and people started to call it maglev. From 1904 to 1984, 80 years has seen people's great efforts and persistence on maglev train, which makes it possible to be lasting long and widely used nowadays and in the future.
The principle of the maglev train involves electromagnetism. The word maglev comes from the combination of magnets and levitation. Maglev train takes the advantage of physical principle that says that like magnet will repel each other. For instance, north pole of one magnet and the south pole of another magnet pointed at each other will push away from each other. But if we put a south magnetic pole and a north one together, they will attract.
The maglev train takes the advantage of both these ideas, not only to provide levitation, but also propulsion, in order for the train to levitate. The two poles are forced to repel each other, like the magnets shown here. To provide propulsion, the train outfitted with a north and south pole magnet along the sides. The track also has north and south pole magnets, whose poles can be switched quickly. As the poles are switched, the train attracted to and then repelled by the same magnet. The faster the poles switch, the faster the train goes. The invention of the maglev train has a very profound impact on our society. To begin with, it fulfills people's demand for efficiency. For example, a business travel which used to take people 30 minutes now could only require 5 minutes, which is an exceedingly surprising data for people. People are not worrying about the traffic congestion anymore. They don't need to squeeze into a tube and bear the risk that they will be late anymore. Secondly, it lightens the burden of other transportations. The occurrence of magnetic levitation train widely removed the redundant amount of people that other transportations have, which solve a substantial current problem since more people have been giving up taking the bus or subway. In addition, the problem of global warming is largely reduced due to the invention of maglev trains. The magnetic levitation train doesn't require any fossil fuels to operate the system, thus not releasing any greenhouse emissions, which is the main contribution to the changing climate on Earth. As a result, people can transport more frequently on maglev trains in their daily lives in order to conserve the energy and save the world from a warming climax. Furthermore, the invention of maglev train gave an opportunity for countries' globalized technology. Although today's maglev train didn't zigzag in great lengths over the whole world widely, the future prediction indicates that the tendency of people taking transportation will be vastly on maglev train. Thus, elites will get the opportunity to share their ideas with others from different countries and create an invisible connection between countries for the researches and literature accomplishments. This aims to lead the whole world thrive quicker than any period of time before.
But despite its various benefits, disadvantages and controversies over the economic expense of maglev trains also arose as a problem. First, a number of scientists and professors posed their perspective that this transportation is not available to everyone, having no sufficient amount to fulfill everyone's need with different situations. According to the statistics, 33 billion RMB in China, 4.8 billion euros in Germany, and 9 trillion yens in the future in Japan, grossly exceeding the budget the countries expected, may only help the world to achieve 4 maglev trains, proving it costly and overwhelmingly difficult to be constructed in the future times. Consequently, since the cost of construction is high, the price taken for maglev trains become high as well, which is not affordable by some lower class people in the society. Moreover, the risk of accident is a rudimentary concern for most of the people. Once power outage happens, it will bring serious accident to the passengers. According to the news, Germany's ambitious Maglev train project encountered failure, in which 23 people perished during the test period in September 2006. This event caused panic among the majority, which raised a discussion on whether Maglev train is and will be a safe kind of transportation.
But a question that still requires us to consider, is our world a better place with or without the Maglev train? In other words, the birth of the Maglev train did create a new world for people with higher efficiency, advanced technology, and widespread unique tardiness and cultures. Conclusively, we truly hope that with the invention of Maglev train, the world we live in will be much more colorful and bright.